Yeah, hi there. These comments are for WK, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to Pass a TOEFL IBT. And you're one of my online students, and you have a good question. It's a little complicated, so I wanted to do a video to give you the best feedback possible here. So you say, I need your advice. If it's better to say 2 reasons and examples or say 1 reason with a full detail example, I would say if you, excuse me, if when you're giving 2 reasons because of your speaking limitations, you cannot fully support both of those ideas, then it's better to give the 1 reason along with some, not just 1 detail, but maybe, well, a full detail example, I would say. So what you just said would work. But ultimately, WK, your goal is to try to be able to give 2 reasons with full detail examples for both of those ideas in 45 seconds. So what does that mean? That means that you need to be able to speak or talk about 100 to 150 words a minute. That's where you want to be. And if you can speak that quickly, that fluently, then you will be able to do that. Alright, so you're doing an independent speaking practice test, and you also have some questions about intonation, and I will also answer those in this video. So let's listen. You're talking about when you're taking a vacation, do you like to travel or stay at home?
When I take a vacation, I prefer to travel with my family for 2 important reasons. The first one.
Now, don't do the 2 important reasons thing. That is a memorized template. That's what everybody does. WK, not a good idea. So state what your 2 support points are right in the beginning. You see what I'm saying? That way you can get to your first idea very quickly. So if you start off real general, like you are, well, I like taking vacations or traveling for 2 reasons, that's not very specific. But if you say, well, because I can meet new people and learn new cultures, I prefer to travel when I'm going on vacation. So if you state those 2 ideas, then say, first of all, when I'm traveling, I can definitely meet new people when I'm on a vacation. Right? So that's my first suggestion here, is you need a more specific topic statement that includes your 2 support points around which you can organize the body of your response.
When I take a vacation, I prefer to travel with my family for 2 important reasons. The first one, I get rid of stress. For example, this year I took a vacation for 1 week from my work. I was very tired after 1 year working. So I took my family, we traveled to San Diego.
I took my family and we traveled to San Diego. So I would use the word and there. And we traveled to San Diego. And guess what? I live in California just like you.
It was an amazing time. Sitting on the beach, reading a magazine, and listening to music made me so active and recharged my energy to come back.
It didn't make you more active. You want to talk about how it reduced your stress. That's the key, WK. So when you give the example needs to illustrate how you were able to reduce the stress that you had from your job, right? So you had a good example there, but you want to make sure it completely illustrates the point you're trying to make.
To work. Moreover, it's more enjoyable for my family.
Moreover, it's more enjoyable, but if you say, well, taking a vacation or traveling while on vacation is also more enjoyable for my family, you can say it like that. So you're having some topic development issues, so you want to make sure what you're saying, it's clear how it connects back to the purpose of the speaking.
Like I said before, when we went to San Diego, my children had a chance to attend a show in SeaWorld. That was amazing for them. They enjoyed a lot.
Okay, so now let's take a look at your score. We'll talk about intonation in just a minute. And I think you did better on that. You did better on your intonation this time, I think. Okay, let's take a look here. So here we go. Let me click on the link here. So I think on this one, you had some topic development issues, especially with your first support point. You need a more specific introduction in the beginning around which you can organize your response. I think you actually made some pretty good progress with your intonation, right? Language use, overall, pretty good control there. I'm going to put you at about 2.83 out of 4, 22 points out of 30 on this. Now, to go to your question about intonation, you said that you weren't exactly sure about intonation or about how to vary it, and what you did was better this time. Now, if you want to practice, remember you did lessons 36 through 40. If you want to practice what you're learning in those lessons, what you can do is at the end of each video, there is a voice recording exercise, either number 1 or number 2. You can send one of those to me for your speaking practice on a given day, and I will tell you if you have mastered what I was trying to get you to learn in that lesson. You see what I'm saying? So if you go, for example, to intonation lesson number 36, if you want to practice some of that, you can send it to me. I'll listen to it and I'll give you feedback. I'll tell you if you're varying the intonation the way that you need to as I was teaching you in the lesson. So that's going to be helpful. Remember, I have just one rule. I'll keep the rule very simple for speaking. Just don't send me more than 60 seconds of speaking or pronunciation practice daily. And then I will give you feedback on that. All right, so I think that's it. And maybe the last thing, in terms of your intonation, to give you some more tips, music is a good way to vary your intonation. I know that I think you're living in California here, so listening to music is a great way to practice it. What you can do sometimes is put on your headphones and find a song at YouTube that you like, and you start the song and the video. Make sure you can see the words to the song and practice singing with the speaker. But that's not even half of it. You're living in the United States now, right? So find opportunities to speak English as much as you can, and that also helps you to vary your intonation.